more of these calls, but our very first global India market training call. And we have some special guests that are going to be walking us through the training that we're going to be talking about today and helping all of us, all of you, prepare for this India market launch. There's never been a better time to be here at Nu Skin. Before we get into the content, I want to make sure we have people globally that are watching this training. We have almost 1,000 people on the call right now, and I want to make sure that you can hear it in your native language. So we are translating. If you go to the globe icon at the bottom of your Zoom window, you will see that we are translating this into Japanese, Spanish, Korean, Bahasa, Indonesian, and Thai. And if that is not your native language and you want to use the caption, the closed caption right next to that globe, there is a closed captions feature where you can click translate and then you can select your language. And according to those that have used this feature before, it's about 90%. So you will be able to hear or understand from a closed captioning standpoint your native language as we are hearing this India market training. So with that, I want to go in real quick we're going to hear about India. We're going to hear about a couple of the programs, including the Global Growth Pool, the Kickstart and Founders Program. We're going to learn about India products, and we are also going to talk about how to get started, how to make sure you're ready and you're set up so that you and your teams can expand into our India market. With that, I wanted to talk about recognition real quick. There is a ton of momentum. So we have over 1,000 people that are watching this call right now. You can feel the momentum and see the momentum that we are having. And so hello from Australia. Hello. There's so many messages that are coming in. This is amazing. We want to make sure that we are recognizing all of the work and momentum that you're building towards our India market launch. So we are going to recognize the top 25 upline that are bringing in India eligible accounts. And so I'm super excited to recognize those top 25 in our September call, and more to that at the very end. But we'll have a September call around the end of September so that you can continue to make sure that you and your teams are trained and ready for this market to launch. Now, with that, I wanted to turn it over to our first speaker, Mike Keller, who is our Vice President of New Market Development. Did I get that right, Mike?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Thanks, Mike. Take it away.
All right. Thanks. Hey, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. It's great to be here with you. I see now we're at about 1,100 people. It's great to have you here. This is the first call we're having where it's really across all of the markets where we're operating today. And it's great to see so many of you joining. It's great to feel the energy of that's building for India. We've had a lot of conversations over the past couple of months following the more detailed introduction we provided at the team lead trip in Greece in June. And Andrew, my colleague, and I have been having a lot of follow-up meetings. So we're excited to now spread this message more broadly. The things we're focused on today are really going to be focusing on the basics. We don't know, obviously, to the extent that many of you on the call today are familiar with what we're doing with India. So we're going to start with the very basics today, and we're going to get a little bit more detailed in September and obviously more detailed in October leading to the November qualified entry. But as far as today goes, I'm going to take you through a quick market overview, and then I'm going to spend a little bit of time talking about the products that we're planning to launch during the qualified entry period. And then I'm going to turn the time over to Andrew, who's going to take us through some more detailed business programs, promotions, and insights that you need in order to make sure you're getting your business started off on the right foot when we launch the qualified entry period in November. So with that, I'm going to dive into some quick high-level demographics. We're all excited about India. Andrew and I have been working on India now for the past couple of years, and every time we meet people in India and explain what we're going to do and our intentions of manufacturing our products there, of launching a business there, without a doubt, people tell us, welcome to India. It's a great time to be in India. There's a very huge sense of optimism in that country in terms of where the country's going, where the individuals who live there are going. very fun and energetic group of people to know, and they've been very welcoming. So we're excited about this. So a little bit about India. Obviously, we all know it's the most populated country in the world. We've got about 1.5 billion, just shy of 1.5 billion people there. But what excites us about India when we look at the market breakdown is really the breakdown in age groups, right? It's a very young country. People are very educated, they're very aspirational, and they're looking for opportunity. 65% of the population is under the age 35. Let's think about that for just a second. When we look at the median age of that group of 28, that is a group that's prime for what we have to offer to them. They're interested in health, they're interested in beauty, they're interested in wellness, they're interested in lifestyle. And as we look at that population, we feel like that compared to when we launched in other markets around the world in our history, this demographic is in your favor as you're looking to build your business and expand a beauty, lifestyle, and wellness business in the country of India. 910 million millennials, 910 million millennials and Gen Z, and 440 million millennials. Again, you think about that, the staggering amount of people there that are in that age group is really prime for the future of India. People that are entering their first jobs, second jobs out of university, looking for opportunities. We really feel like the timing is great for us and for all of you as we go to India. Let's talk about the middle class. It's growing. It's 300 to 350 million, but expected to double in the next 20 years. As we dove in and did our research, we had some really interesting learnings. First and foremost, Indian consumers are very value driven in terms of their purchase decisions. And so we know that we need to get the product pricing right. We know that we need to be able to attract middle and emerging middle class individuals. And so our pricing is going to be positioned in terms of our products to really attract this large group of individuals, this large group of consumers. As we look at how people are connecting in India, it's the same as any of other markets around the world. Technology rules there, right? Digital solutions, business in the palm of your hand, the way that people connect, the way that they form community, create communities, the way that they promote themselves, the way that they transact. It's all online. It's all digital. With the mobile phones, you've got literally 1.06 billion people that are utilizing mobile phones to get online, again, to connect and to communicate, as well as run businesses. So we know that from this data point, we've got to get our technology play right. As we work with our technology team here to develop digital solutions, top of mind for us really involves, is this solution going to meet the Indian consumer's needs? Is it going to allow them to manage their business effectively and efficiently? And is it going to allow them to connect and to promote themselves? So that's some of the thought process that's going into the tools that we're creating that will be available from the 1st of November. As we look at the direct sales channel that we're going to be participating in, this is a pretty dynamic channel as well. It's seen a lot of growth over the last several years. It continues to grow at a good clip. Last year was at about 11.8%. Year-over-year growth compared to 2023. It's over a three-year period is at 8.3% CAGR. So it's a growing industry where our channel in a lot of markets today is really challenged. In India, it's growing and it's continuing to take market share. It's still relatively small when we look at some of the other markets where we operate in terms of total revenue going through the channel. It's $3.4 billion US. And the distributor amount of distributors in India as well is 8.6 million. So that's a big number, but we anticipate that's going to grow a lot in the future. The interesting thing to note about this is the breakdown of the distributors that are currently engaged in direct selling in India. It's at a 1-to-3 female to male ratio. As we look at Nu Skin in our businesses around the world in our markets, that's basically inverse of what we see. Predominantly, we have more females around the world doing the Nu Skin business than we have males. So we think in India, as we look at the emerging trends of more women entering the workforce, we believe we're going to have an answer for what they're looking for. They're looking for ways to contribute to household incomes, to develop a business that they can call their own, as well as they're looking for ways to be recognized for their efforts. So we think that the direct sales channel, particularly what we offer in Nu Skin, is going to be very attractive to this group of people. If you look at the revenue breakdown in the channel, wellness dominates. 74% of all of that $3.4 billion US dollars is going through wellness products. So think nutritional supplements, think weight management, think protein. The companies that have gone in before us have basically created the market around wellness. And so we believe with Prism and with the products that we offer in Pharmanex, that we're going to be able to come in and really put a compelling offer out there that will capture attention, capture eyeballs, and also capture wallet share. Beauty is much smaller at 11%, but it's growing, and we're going to talk about that in just a second. It's about 388 million US dollars, but we're doing some innovative things in India that we haven't done in other markets to expand that total addressable market of beauty. And we'll hit on that in just a minute when we get to the products, which is we're here, products now. So let's talk about the products we're going to launch in India. A lot of thought goes into the products that we are putting into our launch portfolio. We've looked at a lot of different data points for India. We wanted to understand emerging trends. We wanted to understand perceptions about nutritional supplementation, about weight management, about protein intake. We really wanted to understand what Indian consumers are looking for. And so as we started to do some research, these are just some of the data points that have percolated up to the top amongst the many that we have, but these are, I think, the most relevant to share with you here today. And that is that 74% of Indian consumers believe the supplements are essential. That's a big data point. People are looking for them. They're aware of them. They're becoming more educated in terms of what they're putting in their mouths to benefit from those products. 63% of Indians are trying to lose weight. For those of you that have ever had the opportunity to have a wonderful Indian meal, you'll know that it's filled with rice, lentils, bread, naan, along with a lot of vegetables and some meat. So that weight management is top of mind, largely driven by diet and largely driven by the amount of carbohydrates that they consume over there. 69% of Indians take supplements for immune support. We've really seen these data points increase across the board during COVID, coming out of COVID. This is when some of the companies that are winning in India today really saw a lot of success. Again, we believe that we have a very compelling offer with Nu Skin, with Pharmanex, and with Prism to go in and really show how we can make the difference in terms of their approach to nutritional supplementation and weight management. As we look at beauty and personal care, I think it's important to note that India is the fourth largest market for beauty and personal care revenue in the world. Now, it's a little bit different in India. The price points are much lower than what you'll see in other markets around the world. Nonetheless, because of the size of the market and the number of consumers there, it is the fourth in the world at much lower price points. The number one skincare claim in India is brightening. This is huge. You see it everywhere. And so we've integrated that into our product portfolio strategy, and I'll show that in just a second. We also see a big emerging trend in terms of how consumers are shifting from the products they currently are consuming today to more premium products. So we see that shift from mass to masstige and even more premium products. And we believe that with the Nu Skin lineup that we are preparing for India, we're in a good position to capture a market share there. So with that in mind, I want to talk a little bit about our product hierarchy strategy. For those of you that have been with us and are with us right now, this will resonate with you in terms of the top of our strategy. We have ageLOC and we have devices. These represent, the ageLOC brand represents the pinnacle of Nu Skin R&D. It represents the most active ingredients, the most substantiated claims, the highest amount of clinical trials. That's going to be no different for us in India. It's still going to be the pinnacle of our product offering, and it's priced accordingly around the world. In India, we expect that our ageLOC products are going to be anything greater than 45 USD in terms of pricing. Our devices as well command a premium price because of the technology and the research that we put into them and the claims that we can associate with them. So these will be at the top of the hierarchy in India in terms of our product positioning and our product pricing. As we look at Nu Skin and Pharmanex, those are going to be more prestige pricing. So anything from roughly US $25 to US $45 in that range, you'll see our Nu Skin and product offerings in the market. And then down below, I mentioned a moment ago, the total addressable market in India for in direct sales channel is about $388 million. Well, we wanted to expand that total addressable market, and the way that we can do this is by bringing in a new brand into India that's targeted towards salons and beauty salons. That represents in India about 3.8 billion US dollars. The total salon industry in India is about 10 billion, but out of that, 3.8 billion, or roughly 10 times the size of the direct sales channel revenue, is available through salons. So Andrew and I actually spent a lot of time meeting with salons. We had different research groups, we had in-person focus groups, we did a lot of quantitative and qualitative research to try to understand salons. What do they do? What are they looking for in terms of product lines that they carry? How do they differentiate themselves from other salons that are around them? What do they do to retain their clientele and to drive the lifetime value of their clientele? And so out of that, we knew and we learned that they're constantly looking for new brands to introduce. So looking for innovative ways to integrate these products into the services that they offer. And so we believe in India that this represents a great opportunity for us to enter a new price point with a different product line that's really been formulated specifically to be used in salons. And so as you look here, this is more of a masstige pricing and positioning, from anywhere from US $5 to US $25. So that's going to be our strategy as we move forward in India. Again, priced differently, but let's talk about why it's priced differently. The research that we did also indicated that for us to import products into India, it was going to put us in a very tough, almost an impossible position to get our pricing right for the market. So we made the decision early on that we were going to manufacture all of our products locally. We're going to formulate them locally, make sure that those products have ingredients in there that Indian consumers demand, that they're familiar with, that they're aware of. And by formulating and resourcing all the ingredients and sourcing all the ingredients locally, we were able to hit price points that enable us to hit these overall pricing tiers. So the products will be a little bit different in India. They're going to be similar to what you know and love in your home market, but they're also going to be different because they're going to be formulated locally for the Indian consumer. This slide right here just gives you a sneak peek into the products that we're planning to launch throughout the qualified entry period. So up in the upper left right here, we're going to be starting with Core Nutrition. This is going to be a Life Pack. It says Life Pack Core. We've since changed the name to Life Pack Elements and Marine Omega.
Recording in progress.
We believe that this will be the core foundation for good nutrition in terms of our PharmerNext play in India. Following that, we're going to be looking at the TRMe line. Here we just have 3 of the 5 products represented, but we're working on the other 2 to be able to introduce all 5 at once when we launch them in India. And then also, you'll notice we have Prism IO here featured in the middle. We want to anchor all of the products that we launch in India to Prism IO. We believe that's a huge differentiator for us. It speaks to the research and innovation and our commitment to developing innovative products. And so we are committed to anchoring all of our products around Prism IO in terms of the PharmerNext and weight management play. Up here in Nu Skin, you'll see we've got several products that we're launching. You'll see the LumiSpa IO. You'll see a vitamin C serum here, which speaks to the number 1 skincare claim in India, which is brightening. You'll also see moisturizer, cleanser, toner, and SPF. So 65% of Indian consumers utilize SPF on a daily basis. For us, it was a no-brainer to add this to our core portfolio that we're launching, simply because we believe it's an essential part of great skincare and of anti-aging. And it's so widely used in India. Down here, you'll have a peek at our CeraNu line. You'll notice in this picture right here doesn't really highlight it effectively, but this is a brightening serum. And so our brightening serum in India will be paired with a galvanic device, which is different than many of you in your markets today where you have a treatment and a pre-treatment and a treatment. In India, we're going to pair it with a brightening serum. We also have your Cleanse, Tone, Treat, Moisturize here. One of our toners is going to be a brightening toner. And we also have it paired with the LumiSpa here as well. So this represents the products we're going to be launching throughout the qualified entry period. And then in the next slide, they'll highlight what we'll have available in November, what we're working to have available in November, versus the fast follows that we're looking at in December, January, and February. So for Pharmanex, we're looking at Life Pack Elements and Optimum Omega. Nu Skin, we've got face wash, toner, moisturizing cream, vitamin C serum, sunscreen SPF 50. So that'll be the Nu Skin offering from November. In CeraNu, we're going to be launching the entire line. So what I mentioned a moment ago, the entire line is ready to go for launch in November. We will have some Prism IO devices in November available to loan out for meetings and for different events that are happening in November, but we will not be selling it until December. Beginning December 1st, we'll launch Prism IO along with the Prism app, and then in January, we'll be launching the India TRMe system. So from that angle, you'll see the Pharmanex line continues to grow over the first 3 months. We're reserving the Nu Skin LumiSpa Essential Kit until February. So as looking at what we were launching with in November and all of the new line of CeraNu in November, we didn't want to overwhelm everybody. So we're reserving this line until February so we can get through the first few months, have everybody get stable, and then also infuse some more excitement by launching LumiSpa Essential Kit in February. So those are our plans right now. Obviously, if we run into snags in terms of production timelines or any kind of issues locally in the market that are out of our control, this is subject to change, but this is our plan as it stands today. And so that's really all I had to cover today in terms of product and just kind of high-level data points about the market. I'm now going to turn the time over to my colleague Andrew. He and I have been working for the last couple of years on India, and most recently he has relocated to India. Just 2 weeks ago, he moved over to India, and he's going to be our assistant general manager in India. And we're really excited to have him be on the call today to walk us through several of the promotions, as well as several of the things that you must be aware of and that you can start doing today that will help the enrollment process go much easier when we launch in India for those of you who are India eligible. Look forward to seeing you all in the future. I look forward to seeing the questions that come through. We'll do our best to answer these quickly and get them out in an updated frequently asked questions document. But Andrew, the time is yours. Thank you.